do a video based on Mary Rutherford. It's about a ghost, a witch. It's There was a legend stating that she was the age of 25. She was supposed to be getting married, and she was stood up at her wedding, and she never got married. She ended up hanging herself on a tree that was located within the general area of where the church was supposed to be. So, the address of this place where she's actually buried is Concession 2. It's on a no winter maintenance road off of Gray Road 3. Now, there's been a few different stories about what exactly happened and whatnot. So, the first story goes that she, like I said, she hung herself, and she was basically um, committed suicide because she got stood up her wedding. So there's another things goes that she was a witch, and she was practiced witchcraft, which there was no exact evidence of any of those two things apparently that happened. So there's actually a few things that if you actually put it on Google, that there was no exact evidence of exactly what happened to Mary Rutherford. So no one exactly knows for sure um, what exactly happened to Mary Rutherford. But there on her tombstone, where she is buried, it was actually buried on top of a hill in this graveyard off of Gray Road 3 on Concession 2. The legend has it that Mary Rutherford was a witch that did practice witchcraft and whatnot, but apparently
I missed something. Can you
she
say it again?
she was exactly a witch, and she never actually did practice witchcraft. So these are all theories and myths. Apparently, she lived a good life. She died at the age of 75, happily married with children. So different factors play along these games here, or these myths. So as you dig into a lot of the myths about, a lot of it seems real, but there's no evidence that it actually happened. So and so basically, as I see here on on the iPad here, um, there was a lot of myths and feature that was never actually redeemed deemed true. So there's no exactly like I said, there's no evidence that exactly existed. As you look onto the thing on the iPad here, I'll pull something up here, and we'll see what we can find here. But I looked up it a few years ago, and there, and also apparently, if you go to the area that she was located at midnight, or where this grave site is, if you go there at midnight, you can actually see her apparition walking up along the trees. So, and so as you do that, you can actually see. Apparently, I've never been up there at night. I was up there a few times during the day, but I never actually been up there at night. I've always wanted to go there at night and do some paranormal investigations. And as you can see here, I pulled this up on the iPad. It's the legend of Mary Rutherford. So Mary Laidlaw Rutherford. So she apparently was married. Um, Abandoned cemetery in Grey County, Ontario, Canada. There's a lot of things about what exactly happened here. We're actually going to look into. We're actually going to read something from here. We're going to read this here and see what it says. So it says, this is what someone posted. I'm not sure exactly who posted it. But it was posted back in January 29th of 2014. It says, the worst condition I've ever seen in any cemetery. Appealing, really. Such discrimination and discretion, sorry, cemetery unwarranted, and I wonder all those minds of some people. The sad little cemetery was fun down abandoned, no maintenance road, closed to the winter and very rough remainder of the year. The only visitors are off-roaders, betraying the people dumping garbage. So there actually is, I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but a few years ago when I went to visit, there was people dumping garbage beside um, this grave site where Mary Rutherford's supposed to be buried. Um, how could you even do that? You get that weird feeling that you know that you're being watched. So, and it says also, those who follow the ghostly legends of paranormal may be long visited the courtesy legend of Mary Rutherford cults. Mary Rutherford cults and satanic rituals are common here. So people apparently do satanic rituals based on the or within this grave site. Um, and apparitions have also been reported. So apparently, like I said, you can see apparitions of Mary Rutherford in the forest area. And sorry, it looks like I'm crying, but apparently, when I talk about paranormal, I tend to cry a little bit. It's weird. It's just something I do. So it's very it is very weird looking, and it's just you get that feeling that once you go down this road, you know you're there. You get that feeling. And here's actually what the I'm gonna bring up this picture here, and as you can see, here's what the picture looks like now. Here's what the cemetery looks like. It's all run down. You can't exactly see it. Now this photo, if you actually look at this photo, as you see the pathway going up. So this down here, this is the road. So the pathway going up, that's where Mary Rutherford's grave is apparently supposed to be. She's apparently buried up here, but meanwhile her family's buried down here. So here's another photo. As you can see, well, here's another photo of the grave site. Where she's supposed to be, she's not even supposed to be buried here. Um, here's a lot of the, here's one of the tombstones, as you can see, and here's Mary's grave. Here's Mary's tombstone right here, and as you can see, it was destroyed. It's been destroyed. Like that is Mary's tombstone right here that you're looking at, and as you see, it's been destroyed. People smashed it and everything. There's another legend about that I'm going to share here in a moment. Some guy named Alan Donald McNichol. There's a lot of them here. The grave site's in a lot of distress and everything. It's old. So as you can see, there's a lot of tombstones here. That there's a lot of pictures here that you can see that is very old, ruggedy looking. As you can see, there's a lot of old ones here. I'm not quite sure. Okay, that's an advertisement. And apparently there is another legend that if you touch her gravestone, so that's again that's this one here. If you touch that gravestone, this one right here, with any part of your body, you will break it in a freak accident. Because apparently, she's supposed to come out of the grave and grab your arm. Obviously, I don't know if you could feel it or not. I've never touched it, but if she'll come out of the grave and grab your arm, and it could, or any part, and you could break that part of your bone that you, if you touch with your arm or your hand, you're gonna break your hand in a freak accident or hurt, or so. That is a legend. That is it true? No one knows for sure. No one knows for sure if that's true or not. So that is that story for today. I'm going to go into more details about other stories. I'm going to do one about the lighthouse on Toronto Island, the Gallagher Lighthouse, and we will see what happens then. But that is my story for today, and I want to thank everyone for listening. I know it's not a live video, um, whatnot, but I know there's a lot of people watching. Hopefully, I can get some more people. We can get some talking about this. Like I said, TikTok is not working. It won't let me upload it for some reason. I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or what it is. But YouTube seems to be working here fine. So I'm going to start doing some live videos here, and maybe we can get some people and get your stories of the paranormal when we want to talk about it. Anybody can talk about any paranormal that you experienced. I'm into the paranormal thing, so that is the legend of Mary Rutherford. There's a lot more information on the internet that I have not said. Just visit this, Google the legend of Mary Rutherford, and you'll be able to find it. It's in Grey County, Ontario, located on Concession 2, just outside of Hanover and Grey Road 3. And I will talk to you guys at a later date, and I hope you enjoyed today's video.